Many e-commerce business owners get very excited about the idea of selling their business for 6, 7, or even 8 figures. But before you can get dollar signs in your eyes, you need to think about whether your business is even sellable or valuable. In this episode, we're going to take a look, because this is the series where I give you a tip that you can apply to your e-commerce business to help you sell it for the best possible price, deal structure, and at a time that suits you. I'm Leonard, and I built, scaled, and sold an international 7-figure business. Now I help others to do the same with ecombrokers.co.uk, the e-commerce brokerage by e-commerce people for e-commerce people. This is Exits Made Easy, an Ecom Made Easy sister show. What makes an e-commerce business sellable and valuable in the first place? Well, it's a pretty deep and complex topic, but today we're going to begin to scratch the surface, and over the course of the next several episodes, we'll look into some specifics. There are 7 aspects we're going to talk about today at a fairly high level: timing, stability, documentation, defensibility, diversification, suppliers, and efficiency. These 7 aspects are also key components of what I like to call the value pyramid, which we'll get into in other episodes and you can read about in our articles at ecombrokers.co.uk. For now though, let's look at these aspects. First, timing. Your business needs to be growing, but not maxed out. You need to leave some meat on the bone for a potential buyer who wants to take your growth and accelerate it further. There need to be some levers left for them to still pull in order to make this an attractive proposition. Next is stability. This is all about risk. Buyers want to see a business that's in a favorable niche. That means not a fad, not something that is brand new and controversial and likely to become regulated quickly. Some good niches are baby, home, garden, sports, outdoors, toys, games, and established and safe and proven supplements. Transferability is a key contributor to stability. If your business is not transferable, it's at risk of falling apart after the sale to the new owner, which means it's not very stable. So bolster transferability with a business operations manual full of standard operations procedures. And this leads us nicely into our third aspect, which is documentation. Clearly documenting all systems and processes in the business is vital. But what else needs to be documented? Keeping records of all financial aspects needs to become a habit. That means bank statements, tax returns, VAT filings, purchase orders, invoices paid, everything you would usually be working with your accountant. Keep it neat, keep it tidy, keep it organized. Fourth, your business needs to be defensible, and that means it needs to be a brand. I'll mention the B word a lot on this show. In fact, brand is the base of the value pyramid. A true brand identity with raving fans and real intellectual property to protect that brand is the key to unlocking value and making your business a more attractive, sellable proposition, which buyers will view as having longevity and being a return on investment, of course. No one wants to buy a website or Amazon account selling a mishmash of stuff. And because the most sellable and valuable businesses are brands by their nature, they are more diversified, which is our 5th aspect. You see, a true brand considers that Amazon, Walmart, or any other platform is just one cog in their machine. Having some diversity across sales channels, international markets, SKUs, and traffic sources really eliminates risk for buyers. You don't need to be ultra diversified across all aspects, but having all your eggs in one basket is not a good idea. Having your eggs in several baskets really helps, as well as leaving a few empty baskets for a buyer to fill. For example, you may sell on Amazon in the UK and US, so that's a bit of diversity, with the buyer having the opportunity to expand to Europe, a clear growth lever that they can pull. You may also sell on your own website and Walmart. Meanwhile, if you aren't relying on one or two SKUs, then if anything happened to those SKUs, either on the supply chain side or say your listings got suspended, then buyers can see that that risk is significantly reduced. I'm a big fan of between say 5 and 25 SKUs, not too few, but not so many that it gets overly complex. The sixth aspect is suppliers. The buyer of your business is, to a large extent, buying the relationship between you and the supplier. So the supplier obviously needs to be excellent. You need to be sure that they are legit and have all the appropriate certifications. Social, environmental, and quality audits are vital. Don't skip on this. A buyer will not want to buy a business that has gray area supply chain issues. The risk is too high when they can simply move on to another deal that has legit suppliers. Finally then, the seventh aspect is efficiency. For most e-commerce deals, the buyer is buying your brand and e-com setup and then dropping it into their own existing setup. So the more efficient you can make that, then the more attractive, low risk, and valuable your business will be. So automate, delegate, and outsource. Use software to help with PPC, inventory management, email flows, chatbots, and have a team to help you with social media, email marketing, and day-to-day tasks in platforms like Amazon and Shopify. Those were the 7 aspects which are most important to consider with regards to making your business sellable and valuable. Next time, we'll talk about these 7 aspects and how they slot into the value pyramid. The key, of course, is to always work with experts. I hope that was helpful. Please subscribe, and you can get more at www.ecombrokers.co.uk, where we plan and execute the best possible exit for your e-commerce business.